So thanks for letting me provide some testimony here, and I wanted to speak out about the multi-hub proposal. I've been riding RIPTA for the past 15 years all around the state. I used to take the 6264 every day down to Narragansett. I took it out to Newport for a couple of holidays, up to Woonsocket, and too many places to mention. Just to say, it's taken me to school, work, and for vacations and time off. Now I work in downtown Providence, and prior to COVID, I commuted to work every day on the 54 and the 59X. I was also on the R line in 2122 to Cranston every week for work-related travel. And as I've moved around the state for the past 15 years, there was always a learning curve for me, but there was also a solution to figuring out where and how I needed to get places. And that solution was Kennedy Plaza. I could show up at Kennedy Plaza and quickly figure out where I was going, either by checking the screens, looking at brochures, or asking customer service inside. And when I had a quick transfer, I could run from one end of RIPTA to the other. And it was very important that there be a single place where I could go where I knew buses were waiting. I could quickly find the information that I needed. When I was pregnant, I took RIPTA until the very last day. I took the bus home on Friday. I went into labor 2 hours later. And as a very heavily pregnant person who was riding RIPTA up until the very end, it was important for me to minimize both the amount of walking that I was undertaking and the amount of transfers that I would be taking. And again, with Kennedy Plaza, I knew that I could get to a single hub and wait for my bus there wherever I was going. And I could also see which of several buses were going to leave first. I frequently find myself in situations where there are 2 or 3 buses I can take to go to the same place, and having everything in Kennedy Plaza gives me eyesight to all of those different buses and those stops, and it helps me get on the first bus and to my destination faster. So to sum up, I strongly believe that losing Kennedy Plaza is going to make riding more confusing, especially for first-time riders who are going to have a really hard time navigating this multi-hub system. It's going to make it more complicated. It'll be more time-consuming for people who are going to have to undergo these transfers and possibly miss buses because of the necessity of getting from one hub to another. And it's going to be much less convenient for riders. That's my testimony.